Hello everybody, Snowflake here. Welcome to another episode of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. In the last episode, we went on a good old collection quest where we were on the hunt for calipers and tongs for our friend Tove the Unrestful in Bliss in the Shivering Isles. And of course, 100 tongs and calipers was what he needed. So we hunted those down so we could help him build his skyboat. Because everyone wants a boat that floats in the air, right? And there's absolutely no other way to do that than to build a boat and make sure the water can float so the boat can travel along the air. And by the time we got him the tongs and calipers, he'd already given up on the project, but he still paid us some good money. He seemed to have some trouble with the concept of time too, but we'll forgive him for that. As long as he pays, and for some reason he has money. I don't know who gives it to him, but there you go. In the middle of that, we also did another side quest called Ghosts of Vifon, where we went to a castle, which I guess castle, fort, settlement, I don't know what you'd call it, but basically a town. I just gave it a different name. They got besieged, everyone made mistakes and got cursed by Sheogorath to relive their mistakes for not being able to defend themselves properly. We managed to fix errors such as giving people their weapons, making people willing to fight, and even getting involved ourselves and taking down some devoted fanatics, including their main one. And then we finished off the Tongs and Calipers quest by going to the Imperial City and to Battlehorn Castle. I'm surprised I didn't remember to go to earlier because that's a massive place full of random containers. But there you go. We did that. Oh yeah, we also got killed by trolls at the start. There were some very, very strong trolls. Which maybe 2v1 we could have handled. 3v1 was a little tough. The difficulty with trolls is they regen health. So you can't fight them too conservatively. You have to get in there and take some hits, especially when you've got reflect damage on. But yeah, I was a little too cocky and I took too many hits, and I used one healing potion when I maybe should have used two, and I just ended up dying. But not too much was lost. We just tried it again, as you do in Oblivion. Yeah, in this episode we are going to be freeing some slaves, also in the Shivering Isles. I will say no more than that. Adoring Fan, I forgot to mention, Adoring Fan is now joining us for this journey. Although he's not going to make it very far, because he'll have to wait at the gates of the Shivering Isles, but you know what? I think he'd be a great candidate for the Shivering Isles, to be honest. Adoring Fan, I think, has a good amount of crazy. He'd fit right in, just from his hairstyle. But unfortunately, he either doesn't want to go inside, or Sheogorath, well, I guess that's me, doesn't want to let him in. Oh well. Alright, so let's get this quest started. First of all, we want to find a settlement called Felmore, which might actually be close to where we've been recently. If I remember right. Yeah, Knotty Bramble, Rotten Den. It's comparable. Let's go to Knotty Bramble. I remember we had to go there to fight some okay, we got Gromite on us. We had to go there to find the cure for Sickly Benice's disease. But she has that thing where she thinks she's sick, but she's actually not. Okay, look, no healing, okay? It's not fair. Okay, the death dealers are a little... yeah, they're tanky as F. Yeah, see, reflected onto you. And whatever spell he used on me was just being used on himself the whole time. I don't drain my strength, man. That's the one thing I need to fight you with. Should probably just get out of range of a spell, huh? I guess Grummites are like the Shivering Isles version of goblins. Not very damage dealing, but very, very long to fight. Because they are quite tanky. Well, I guess that's mainly the Death Dealer variety, but the Painbringer wasn't too tough. Alright, I hear more Grummites in the distance. I don't really... Not really looking to pick more fights, but I suppose if they come in my direction, I will deal with them effectively. Alright, we want to go sort of in this direction here, I think. I think we want to aim for this little bit of land here. We'll of course pick up some goodies on the way. I hear some creature. Is that a ballywog? They like water, don't they? Okay, got some Grummite eggs too. Well, we would have if there was anything in there. No combo, but Storm Magicka is a pretty good effect. Not that useful to me anymore because we've got a lot of it. Oh, we're okay. Let's go. Oh, there's an Elytra bad gal or guy. I don't know. I think the Felmore settlement's close by. Are you a matron? Of course you are. Oh, don't know why that didn't feel like a fully charged power attack. Yeah, the matrons are tough because they do poison you. Yeah, you can fight them one at a time, but if they start to gang up, it gets tough. Because they all poison you, and at times you can reflect it. Like I did, but they will just try it again until it hits you. Okay, we have made it to this. I believe this is Felmore. A lot of water root pot pits. See, look, I'm still taking poison damage now. It's a very long poison. Oh, look, there's people here. We're just gonna... Hi. We'll talk to you guys in a bit. Right now we're busy collecting. And this is like a whole farm. I mean, I guess it is a farm. Alright, let's that's damage health. What do these do? Ooh. That is a lot of restore health potions. Yes, please. Yeah, we're gonna have to revisit this farm. Well, if we ever continue playing Oblivion, of course. Where are the people?
And a good day to you, sir. Perhaps you are the one. No, probably not. Never mind. But then again...
Hey, give me a try.
Ranar Joe is in need of a hero, but I'm not certain you are to be that one. First, you must earn his trust.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Shiagura.
Of course.
I don't know if that makes me the one. Okay, coerce and boast, I think.
That's amazing. I can't argue with that.
Persuasion, wheedling, cajoling, and coercing are all tools of speechcraft. They are tools you seek to excel in. You are now an expert at speechcraft. When trying to persuade a character, you suffer less disposition penalty from the most disliked action. That's pretty good. I mean, I don't know how useful it's going to be when there's so little left to play of a game, but yeah, nice. And, well, that was disposition maxed. Rumors?
Best way to kill a skinned hound is with a fireball, or a good weapon.
What about a good fire weapon? Felmore.
This looks like a farm, doesn't it? That's what they want you to think. Truth be told, these plants are monsters. They sleep below the water.
Yeah,
they
just grabbed a lot of them.
Terrible dreams, and one day soon they will rise up, consume us and the rest of the Shivering Isles. Get out while you can.
Sheogorath loves his doomsday prophecies, that's for sure. How do I get Ranar Joe's trust?
Yes, of course he can trust you. Give him this spoon. He'll know what it means.
Old spoon added. Thank you. And now I got the quest too.
I once killed a minotaur with that spoon. It's a mighty Daedric artifact.
Well, I guess since this is a Daedric realm, I suppose anything that comes out of the Shivering Isles is technically a Daedric artifact. But yeah, Kishashi's scary. Apparently she killed a minotaur with a spoon. That takes some doing. Even with my skill, I would find that very, very challenging, so remind me not to pick a fight with her.
See you later.
Well, let's have a look at our quest then, shall we? So, everything in this place. I've acquired a spoon from Kishashi that supposedly will get Ranar Joe to trust me. I should talk to him. And we will. The interesting thing is, Kishashi only gives you that spoon when she trusts you herself. And the only way to trust her, well, there's two ways actually. One of them is to get her disposition up above 60, which with my charm was very easy to do. Or you can do some of her work for her by picking up like five of those water root pod pits, which is, as you can see, not very hard. And luckily I also had the choice of upgrading her disposition, otherwise, because I used all of those pod pits for potions. I probably could have found 5 more somewhere else without too much difficulty. But yeah, let's go find Nago. In fact, there's even more pod pits over there, so... Alright, the evil pod pits that are gonna just consume the Shivering Isles. I'm doing my bit to make sure that doesn't happen, of course. Okay, Renago, yeah, you're here. Oh, you're above me.
Yes?
Yep,
Did you talk to Kishashi? I can't trust you if she doesn't. It's nothing personal, really. It's just that everyone else is out to get me.
I hear
It would
that.
surprise me if you were here spying on me for you know who.
Yeah, that's the wrong franchise,
Did
buddy.
Kishashi send you with something? A certain utensil or weapon, depending on who you ask.
I love how we phrase that.
Please, go on.
You know, for someone who thinks everyone else is out to get him, you sure seem to trust me a lot.
That's amazing. You win this. You win. All right, I get it.
Fillmore?
Watch yourself while you're here. Sindanwe is out for us. She cares for nothing but work, and she keeps us as slaves.
We hadn't. I don't think she was mentioned yet, was she? But yeah, there is someone who owns a farm who is putting these poor Khajiit to work. Well, here's the spoon.
Let me see that. Give it here. Where did you get this? This belongs to Kishashi.
Yeah.
Did Sindanwe send you to steal this? How did you get this from Kishashi?
She gave it to me. She dropped it. I'm returning it. She gave me the spoon to give to you.
Oh, then she must really trust you. Still, I better hold on to it just in case.
I wonder what happens if I pick the other option.
Sindanwe is always trying to hurt my sweet Kishashi. Wouldn't want a slave driver to get her hands on this spoon.
Yeah, we'll ask in a sec. I did want to check what happens if you tell him. Oh, it doesn't actually say what happens. Okay. If you choose the other option, like I guess he probably would have accepted that. Oh, she dropped it. I'm returning it. Oh, then I can trust you. So I guess it was like two ways of the same thing happening. Maybe there's an option to steal the spoon from Kishashi as well. So then you can say, oh yeah, she dropped it and I'm returning it. So then if he asks her about it afterwards, that would check out better. I'm overthinking this, but it's always fun to make this, to get into the game. It is a role-playing game after all. Sindanwe.
Well, I suppose I can trust you. You did bring me the spoon. Sindanwe is pure evil. She must be stopped at all costs. However, she knows everything about all of us. Keeps notes about everything. Everything! She knows so much about us that she can read our minds. But she doesn't know about you yet. So, you must do it. Get rid of her. Get rid of Sindanwe.
Okay, so Sindanwe can read minds. But only because she knows so much about it, so she shouldn't be able to read my mind. How should I get rid of Sindanwe?
Well, there's the obvious way. But don't let us see you do it. Sheogorath has 1,000 eyes and ears.
No, I don't.
Or you could make her life so miserable that she leaves us alone. She needs everything just so. So sneak into her house and wreck the place. And confiscate her notebook. She carries it wherever she goes, recording all our secret thoughts. I need that book. My thoughts belong to me.
Alright. Yeah. Apply for copyright, my friend. Protect your thoughts. Okay.
Careful. Beasts all around. You might taste good to them, no?
Depends. How many diseases do I have at the moment? I think I'm good. Okay, let's go to our journal. So, Renard Joe has asked me... I've given Renard Joe a spoon from Kishashi, and apparently is a sign he should trust me. Renard Joe has asked me to wreck Sindanwe's house and steal her notebook. Actually, I remember him giving me two options. He said there's the obvious way, which heavily implies killing Sindanwe. But we also have the ability to wreck her house and make her life miserable and steal her notebook. Now, I definitely usually prefer the non-lethal ways of completing quests. Because, well, I like to keep characters alive because you never know when they might say something useful. You know, or you might lock yourself out of a future quest. Now, I know that I'm not locking myself out of a future quest in this case, but it's just a good habit for me. Unless, like, my character would really want to kill this person, but they don't in this case. Like, Sindanwe doesn't seem like a big threat, and these guys are probably... yeah. Okay, so I guess the notebook is upstairs. Let's have a look around, though. Bunch of ingredients. You'd expect a lot of pod pits, but no, not so much. She's living good, though, and, yeah, very tidy house. Is the notebook? Notebook is in here, right? Maybe not. Okay. So we need to wreck the place and steal her notebook. Okay. Let's yay, we're messing everything up. Eat. Eat. I wonder how the script for this works. Like, what determines if everything is messed up enough? I put Sindanwe's house in disarray. Okay, but where's the notebook at? Do we just go to her? Maybe she just hands it over to us?
Be careful, they're listening.
Always.
You'd better have a good reason for interrupting me. Keeping these miscreants working this mudhole is no simple task. If you must know, I am Sindanwe, foreperson. And don't let that liar Kishashi or that psycho Ranar Joe tell you any different.
Bit late for that.
Tell me more.
Rumors?
There are 2 of everything in Split. Even the residents.
Yeah, we're gonna... Is that next episode? An episode coming soon, for sure. Yeah, actually, that is what we're going to be doing in the next episode. So thanks for that, Rumors Sindanwe. I appreciate the advertisement for the next episode. Fillmore?
We are a farming community. Nothing more, nothing less. That is when I can get these layabouts to actually put in a day's work. Relin is the only one around here worth a damn. And that's only because he loves to kill his pests.
Where'd you keep your notebook?
How do you know about that? It's private. I don't trust you enough to talk about it.
Interesting. And I don't actually have the ability to make her like me more. Oh god, that's a lot of money. If we get her up to 70, should
Every
be
little
enough.
bit helps. That will get you something.
That cost us 764 gold to get her up to 70 disposition.
It's my private journal.
Okay, thank goodness.
I write in it every day. Sometimes more than once. It's something I have to do. It keeps my thoughts from unraveling.
Can I look through it?
Well, I've never shown it to anyone else before, but I feel I can trust you. Here, look it over, but bring it right back, okay?
780 gold tends to make someone trust you a lot more. But there we go.
See you later.
Well, I've acquired Sindanwe's notebook. I should speak with Ronaldo to tell him the mission is accomplished. Of course, we have to read it first. We can't just take a book and not read it. The sun listens to my greenness, but where did the moon frown? The sky is empty of children, and the earth eats strawberries. Yet why do the worms taste of bitter plum? Everyone is bereft of spores, or the spores have devoured us all and we are left with nothing. Or everything is inside us, for we find ourselves swimming in rock, where strange things remain. Unknown things fall outside of our own selves, let alone from each of us. Why play the paintbrush against her? She always stands close to being far away. And what of the farm then? Shall it twinkle in the breeze of lyricism? How should I know? What I do know is this. The grass strings flower dust, like a glass bead swallowed, taste nothing like water. And furthermore, wherever one finds the absence of something, that something surely exists someplace else, or else how could it be absent? There is wisdom in this. Yes, and everything has its place, and every place its thing, belonging to it. It is a way of all things. Even those things misplaced know where they belong. They long to be. That is the whole point of belonging, is it not? And yet we are never so lonely as the stars, as when we find ourselves possessed. Of love? Of death? Of what then? Life? They call me enemy, even as they exalt me. Yet even the wind is slave to the clouds. But the rain? It bounces against the sky like apples in a basket. And for what? What shall become of us when the pod pits die? I would like to think that the bleak summer does not herald the death of the rain, but who is to say one way or the other? If the butterflies make up the walls, how does one see inside a room at night? Perhaps the room is already inside us, and we are the ones who need occupants, and our occupants are the ones needing the light. But I digress. The spoon that slays monsters is always the last to enter the mouth, and the first to leave. Nor do eyes in the back of one's head mean that one can walk backwards. Do the knees bend that way? Do the shoes point heavenward? No, we are stuck falling forward until we smash against the door of eternity. That is the essence of life, to be devoured in our own banality, for we wish to be something more. I love this life, but I hate the aftertaste, like waking from a dream with someone's fingers in your mouth. How did they get there? Whose hand do they belong to? Whose hand do any of us belong to, really? It always comes back to belonging, does it not? It does. As the question knows the answer belongs to the question. And that is the whole point, I think, to know the question, and thus to belong to the answer. That is why I must... I'm really struggling here. That is why I must write in this book, every day, sometimes twice. The other side... I need a sec. I love this book. I think it's more the fact that someone actually wrote this. Like a human being, a real human being. What's the most ridiculous things I could put in a book? And he just did it. And he got paid to do it. What a legend. Okay. Okay, regain composure. Right, that is why I must write in this book. Every day, sometimes twice. The others are jealous of the windflowers that bloom in these pages. They desire to swallow the ink through their nostrils, tasting the bitterness of all that life has in store for them. But it is my life that belongs to me. Even as my house belongs to the things inside it, and insides belong to outsides, and outsides are never quite as free to do as they think they are. Always this, one thing after another, but not something. Some things are better left where they think they are, not where they really are. Not all places are equal, not all things belonging to the same spot. How could that be? No, surely not. When my sun shines through the moon's teeth, then it will be time. But not until. Until then, I shall continue to smash my head through windows so that I might see where I am, where here is, where I belong, and all things being just so. So I be just, and justice is important in this life, is it not? How else can a life be justified but by this? The sun is forever moving. I must get back to work. I am grateful I have this place to put my thoughts, lest they become lost and confused as I am, for I'll never let the others see that. They think I have everything in control. Ah. Well, you definitely don't, because you're not getting this book back. And Joe, I hope this book gives you half as many laughs as it gave me.
Have you accomplished the mission?
Yes, I've wrecked her place.
That should keep her occupied. She'll spend months putting everything back in place.
Months.
Thank you for your help. Here, take these. I was using it to ward off Sindanwe's evil mind control magic. I don't need it now.
Ring of mind shielding added. What about this notebook?
Excellent. Let me see that. Aha! It's right here, written in her own hand. She is planning to murder us all. I knew it.
Yeah, you got it, Renajo.
I'll hold on to this. You don't want to get caught by the authorities with it, do you?
I am the authorities.
I suppose I should give you something in exchange.
Oh.
Here. This book might be of use to you.
Another book?
Now leave before someone sees us talking. Go. Go, go, go.
Yeah, okay. Ooh, run away. The Horrors of Castle Zir. Interesting. So let's have a look at our rewards. So we've got Ring of Mind Shielding. Resist magic 12% and Reflect Spell 12%. I mean, when you compare that to our Mundane Ring, it's literally a much worse version of it, but it's still a pretty good ring if, like, you don't have a good ring already. Horrors of Castle Zir. I'm pretty sure we've read this. Yeah, this is the... Yeah, we've definitely read this. But a 200 gold book is pretty good. And yeah, Sindanwe's now gonna fix her house up, I imagine. Does Kishashi have anything else to say?
Thank you for helping us overthrow the tyrant. But you must understand that as queen, I'm very busy ruling over the Shivering Isles. Run along.
Okay, kind of looks like you're just still working on the farm that you wanted to be liberated from.
There's nothing more to do here. Go, before someone suspects us.
Okay, they don't want to talk to me anymore. That's fine. We don't really need to talk to them either. Renard Joe is grateful that I've taken care of Sindanwe. Now he and his neighbours can live in peace. Alright, and that is the quest complete. Let's head home. Okay. Took a while. Adoring fan was just patiently waiting for me, as he has been outside the arena for months. Alright. Doesn't look like we have too much to put back here. Like, yeah, Gramite Cleaver's probably most of it. Granite shield. Probably a bunch of potions and what, a ring, and that's it. Still a very valuable ring though, 6,700 gold. Nothing to scoff at, but yeah, you see the mundane ring, 21,600, like, yeah. You ain't competing with that. But it was very good to get 49 restore health potions, even though we're not going to have time to use them all. It's a shame we didn't get to keep Sindanway's notebook, as obviously it's unique, but quest is a quest. Wonder how many times I've said that in this playthrough. Probably a lot. Was there anything else? I think we're good. Alright, well, we've completed the Everything in Its Place quest. We managed to liberate 2 Khajiit slaves from a very, very strange owner with one of the best pieces of literature I've ever read. Whoever wrote that book is on, I certainly would like to know. For a friend, of course. But yeah. We freed Renajo and Kishashi from Sindanwe, at least until she fixes her house. We wrecked her house, we got her notebook, which Renajo still insists involves a plot to kill him. She seemed very paranoid. Paranoia is a big theme in Shivering Isles, particularly in Dementia. But yeah, we've managed to satisfy him for now. We got him to trust us. We spent a lot of money to get Kishashi, him to trust us. No, it was Sindanwe. No, we paid Sindanwe to trust us. So I don't feel completely bad. We gave her a lot of money. She could hire someone to clean up her house for her if she wants. But yeah, we fixed that quest. But in the next episode, we're going to be doing another settlement quest. And I hinted at it earlier, but there is a place called Split, where there are like copies of each person. And apparently they're having some problems over there. So we're going to go help out over there in the next one. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next episode of Oblivion. Take care. Peace.